Welcome to O People of the Book YouTube channel.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله.
O People of the Book YouTube channel.
نبرات شعري سطرت لمداد حبري والقلم نبرات شعري سطرت لمداد حبري والقلم نبرات شعري سطرت لمداد حبري والقلم هيا قصائد سائلي قلب النوى ليس الشبم هيا قصائد سائلي قلب النوى ليس الشبم
from the mic. Seems like I'm not getting out too clear. What's the problem? Right. Okay. There seems to be a problem. This connection is unstable. You're on Wi-Fi. No, I'm not on Wi-Fi. Just Ethernet. Let me just check and see now because hello. Let me just check. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. I found what the problem was. I solved it. Yeah. Okay, fine. I'm going out, right? There was a problem. I have both Wi-Fi and Ethernet connected onto the computer. So obviously the network, the live is going out on Wi-Fi. I mean, people who are not technical will not understand that. But anyway, Assalamu alaikum once again, and I hope you are okay. I hope everybody's okay. For some of you, it's the weekend. For me, it's the weekend. The weekend is finishing. Oops, it's starting again. What is this? Okay, for me, the weekend is finishing. I'm gonna be going on. I'm gonna be going to work tomorrow. So, right, okay. Anyway, so what we're doing right now is that the normal like to remind you, first of all, before I forget, that you're watching me on All People of the Book, and you're watching me also on Consider This TV network. It's a network of channels that a few of our brothers we've linked on, and you will find them Cove FF, which is Coventry Faith Foundation, Brother Muhammad on there. So please give him a like and a share. You will also find the Muslim apologist, Brother Muhammad, again from Malaysia this time. Please give him a like and a share, subscribe, like and a share. And also you'll find my channel. Obviously, I don't have to say, subscribe, like, and share. And also you will find Brother Abu Zaid. Abu Zaid is on here as well, and Brother Kenny Boma, but he's not much on at the moment. I've seen him traveling around or whatever, and may Allah, bring him back to doing some nice shows again. So obviously, like I said, you're watching us on these two channels, broadcasting on these two channels. Oops. Having said that, now let's move on. Why does it keep? I don't understand why my network keeps moving to Wi-Fi, but I'm not on Wi-Fi. I'm actually on the network itself. But I hope it doesn't affect the voice. Anyway, so let's move on. Right. So anyway, yeah. So I'm having some little network issues today, but anyway. But I hope everything's okay. If you're out there, please come in and give me salam. Let me know that I'm going out and whatever. And it's nice to have you interacting and whatever. Yeah, so we'll get back to the book here. We'll get back to the entry that the sister was making in her diary. Last time when I left you, it was July 27th entry. Okay, she says on here that I'm searching for a friend to talk to. I have a need to release some feelings that have a tendency to make me somewhat down. I'm trying to get better at. I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to be a better everything, okay? And sometimes that overwhelms me. Help. So anybody, I wrote in my mantra, my intentions to make anger part of the past of my and not my future. To make patience my armor. To make sacrifice my strength. To make pain my ally. To make knowledge my foundation, to make the soft-spoken word my shield, and to make humility my dignity, my future, my armor, my strength, my ally, my foundation. Okay, this was July 7th, and then my shield, my dignity, my intentions. Hopefully, I'll be able to follow this. I try actively every day. Each one that I wrote is a weakness of mine. There is no such. There's so much to do that I sometimes feel that I should just do nothing. Like I said, I wish I had someone that I could open up to. I don't know what else to talk about. I feel burdened. My husband would say, not as much as me. Every day is a struggle to become better. But how do you better yourself if you don't know what the way or the path to follow? Now, this is the sister's entry in the what's her name in her diary. I'd forgotten to show you one thing. There's a book that I have on my shelf, and if you can get hold of this book, here it is. It's called The Fiqh of Marriage in the Light of the Quran and Sunnah, and it is written by Sheikh Sadlan. Okay, by Sheikh Sadlan and Sheikh Ghanim Saleh ibn Ghanim al-Sadlan. Now we all know that polygyny It's just another form of marriage. It's nothing different than marriage, obviously. So the fact that it's a form of marriage, it has to be treated in the same way. Yeah. So whatever you did in your first marriage, you will do the same again. So whatever, the treatments and stuff like that, everything will be the same. So when you go into the book, you will see, for example, it says it talks about the dowry. A dowry will be the same, obviously, whether it's for one marriage or two marriage or whatever, the marriage contract, the status of the dowry, the maximum amount of dowry allowed. It goes on, and it goes on like a normal marriage. Then the chapter 2, announcing the marriage, okay, making it known. Now that is very important. We've spoken about this before. We've spoken about this before, to announce it and not to keep it secret. Okay, and number 3 is a form of letting it known, is the walima. So walima and admonition concerning extravagance at the wedding. Number 4, congratulations upon marriage and supplication for the spouse. Now, it's good. It's always advisable for a spouse to pray together. That brings closeness to one another. A warning and cure, as I see it. Okay. 6 is etiquette of the wedding night and marital relations. And number 7, the rights of the spouse. So it's exactly the same. So whether you're getting into one marriage or into another marriage, this is the fiqh of marriage in the light of the Quran and Sunnah. I'd advise you to get that, and alhamdulillah, you can go through it. So I was supposed to talk about that first, and then I forgot, and I went to our usual book. And yes, also I need to announce to you, next Friday, for those of you, we have different timings. I will be starting the series. I will be starting the tafsir series. Okay, I'll be starting the tafsir series. I have a special guest who's going to be with me. Let me 1 second. Let me upload. 1 second. Right, I have a special guest that I've invited on my show, and 1 second. So as from next Friday, I'll be starting the tafsir of Juz Amma. I think I had mentioned it to you before, that I wanted to where is it now? Windows. Yeah, I wanted to do that from a long time. I've been wanting to do that. I've been mentioning to you. Here it is. Okay, so here it is now. Tafsir Juz Amma. O people of the book proudly presents. I will be having a guest with me, which is Dr. Farhat Nisar. From she's a PhD in Islamic studies. Every Fridays from 4 starting on the 4th at 11 a.m. UK time, 2 p.m. Qatar time, and 4 p.m. Pakistani time. Okay, it's going to be Juz Amma. So we're going to start with the usul of tafsir, and we're going to be doing the tafsir of Surah Fatiha, and we're going to be doing we're going to be doing the Juz Amma. Now, having said that, now, of course, she's a scholar. I'm not a scholar, so I'm not the one who's going to be doing it. She's the one who's going to be doing this. I'm going to be hosting it, and because it's going to be in the line of the Quran of the da'wah. Okay. Every now and again, there are certain surahs that, link with the da'wah or whatever. I will be putting my 2 cents in, whatever links with the da'wah and everything. But otherwise, it's going to be every Friday afternoon. My Jum'ah would have been finished here, because our Jum'ah here is at 11:30. It finishes at 12:15, and obviously I think in her country as well, in Pakistan, I would have finished by then. Otherwise, you can watch anytime, and you can comment and even follow. It's going to be a class. It's going to be an actual class, an hour class. So I've been announcing this for a while now with a special guest. So every Fridays, as long as it takes us to do Juzu Amma. So I'll see you every Fridays, and then Saturdays you catch me again on this show. But then every Fridays I'm gonna have a special guest, and the sister's got a PhD in Islamic studies. So alhamdulillah, I'm looking forward to learning from her. Okay, so that's one thing that I needed to announce, and I didn't want to forget as well. So anyway, let's carry on. Let's carry on with them. Let's carry on with the book here now. Okay. August 7th. Lately, she says, my husband has been stressed out. It makes me feel helpless and hurt. I keep my mouth shut now, but I feel at times that I should not ask him for anything. I do my best to try not to ask him anything when I can. That is obviously not a good time. When I can see that is obviously not a good time. All I want to do is the best possible. All I want to do is to be the best possible wife in the world to him. But sometimes it's one of the hardest things to do. Later. So now she's saying to her diary later, like she will write more in the diary, more entries in the diary. So you can see where she's going, and she's beginning to feel different from the very beginning. You remember the very beginning, the entries that she was putting into her diary and everything. There seems to have been a lot of change in the entries in her diary now. So yeah. So next, August 7th, I've read. Okay, August 11th. August 11th, the day before. I don't celebrate birthdays, but my birthday is August 11th. So this is August 11th entry. I feel used. It's not my fault. It's not his fault. I think he's done everything that he could to be honest and stay with me. But I feel so messed up. I don't have anyone to talk to that would understand. Sadness, loneliness, and weak iman. He's out there looking for another woman, wanting to love another woman. Apart, okay. Yeah, a part of me still feels as if he has used me. See, she's kind of fluctuating on her thoughts now, because she had taken all that out of her mind, and suddenly she's kind of gone back to those being used, iman getting weak and everything, So anyway, I was a naive little girl falling in love with a handsome man. I don't think that he wanted me in his heart. I don't. Yeah. The internet keeps playing. I don't know what's happening now. Yeah. So anyway, and it says here, I don't know what type of love he has for me. This is horrible. Thinking this, writing this. and he wanted to marry someone older. So now he's going after that. I don't want to feel any more of this crap. I wish that walking away would solve the problem, but it doesn't. So I stand my ground with some love, some hate. No help, all sacrifice, all pain, all on my part. How do you understand and accept that the man you love wants to love others? Okay. So the sister now is beginning, I don't know, she seems to be, I don't know. In a couple of weeks ago, a couple entries ago, she was kind of like, feeling different, feeling well. Now she feels that she's being used. And I think that her husband is wanting to take another wife now. He's wanting somebody older. And this is what I can understand by this now. Okay. So she's feeling some love and some hate, no hope, all sacrifice, all pain on my part. How do you understand and accept that the man you love wants to love others? I don't. I try and fail. I try and I fail. I refuse to cry. He's not worth the tears. I hope he's worth the pain. I wish I had someone or something I could hold on to help me with this battle. I refuse to cry. Reality is he is but a man, ruled by his own soul and his own wants and desires. My tears, my pain, my hurt, not even me as a wife can change that. She's beginning to understand that men and women are made differently. Although there's some negative thoughts in there, but she's understanding that men and women are built differently, and she cannot change it, which is true. I mean, she cannot change the fact that men and women are built differently, and so yeah. I made my bed. I've made my life. I want to hate him. I feel it would be easier. I'm tired. I want to move on. I want to open up to my husband and give him my all. I don't think I will be able to. He will never give me all his all. He offers his reason. It seems to be lacking to me. But the changes that she see will make him. Okay. Oops. Mouse. Yeah. Okay. I got double screen. You see, that's why I'm having to because when I read on a bigger screen. Yeah. So how do I compete with the initial allure of those women? I do my best to dress and act sexy, but what in the world is it worth? To him, I'm probably just like an old comfort shoe. I've always wanted to have a wonderful, loving relationship. It hurts to give up that dream. I know why this is so hard. I know why this is so hard. I'm fighting myself, and I was fighting someone else. I could walk away. I cannot walk away from myself. Right now, I'm angry with myself, with for loving him, wanting him. I'm angry because I have no way to vent my pain. So you can see now again, she's looking for somebody. She's looking for company. She's looking for comfort. She seems to be fluctuating from different times because, like I said, there was a time when she was happy with what was going on, and she's gone back to becoming weak again now. Okay. Okay, well, where did I leave off? Okay. I'm going to try to take it day by day. each painful thought, by each painful thought. I am strong. I'm a strong woman, and I'm a strong person. This will not rule me. This will not control me. I will win this battle. I will win this battle. I will distance myself only when necessary. I will let myself experience the pain so that I can feel the joy. I will not push him away, but draw him closer. See, she seems to be contradicting now. Push him away, draw him closer. Okay, so there seemed to be some sort of a contradiction here now. Okay, distance. Okay, I will not shut my eyes and turn away. Instead, I will allow myself to see and walk straight. Oh Allah, help me to fulfill these dreams. My goals, myself, I will find the answers in myself and you. I have the strength, the will, the love, the reason, the path, and my death. Live as as you will die tomorrow. Layla, her name is Layla, obviously, love as if you will die tomorrow. See, there seems to be some contradiction in her entries there. One moment she's reasoning, the next moment she hates, the next moment she loves. She's kind of taken it. I don't seem to understand her right now, but let's carry on and see. August 16th, he said, I have nothing to be insecure about. Why? He said, I'm your husband, I'm your lover. Remember that, Layla. So he's reminding her that he's her husband, and he will not let her down, and he still loves her, which is the case for the man anyway. I'm doing much better today, that's for sure. I just wish that it wasn't an issue at all. I have just got over it. Maybe I need more time, but then I really can't say anything for sure unless he does it, and I really have to deal with the reality. She's kind of cry or whatever, or two things should help me: my love of Allah and my love for him. You remember we talked before about the love of Allah and how we should get closer to Allah and everything, and she should love her husband, but moderately, not over the top or whatever, and whatever. Okay, so August 19th now, I'm writing to tell you that I've been doing pretty well. What has been helping me a lot is dua, and saying that I seek refuge with Allah when I begin to feel negatively. So she's beginning to kind of feel that now, that she's beginning to feel negatively, and she turns around to Allah, which is the best option, really, the best choice. Okay. I know that the changes inside might be fragile, but it feels good not to have to worry about this issue so heavily. Sometimes I still feel as if the weight of it I cannot bear. I also feel that if I must evolve as a woman and accept the way things are in Islam, I'm not half as good as Aisha radiallahu anha. Now, although our sisters are not half as good as them, but they still need to take them as a role model. They still need to take them as what's her name, and okay, and she had co-wives. Aisha radiallahu anha had co-wives. So how in the world do I think that I'm too good to have them? I still wish that I could have someone to talk to when I feel down. I'm working to improve myself. What I still fail at is offering tahajjud. Okay, so she's feeling now that she has to wake up at tahajjud. She's feeling that, she's failing at that, and she's improving on the dua and everything, but she's failing at tahajjud. This is her entry, for August 19th. I'm reminding you again, if you just you're just watching. We're going through the book. We're going through the sister's entry now. The sister, for 2 or 3 weeks now, we've been reading her entries in her diary, and she's kind of fluctuating from feeling to feeling. Okay, so yeah. I still wish that I could have someone to talk to when I'm down. I'm working to improve that. What I still fail at is tahajjud. I feel as if I have a really black heart because of how I'm handling my worship to my Lord. And the ironic thing is that I feel as if I cannot ask for help, for Allah's help, in dealing with that issue because I'm not doing my duty to Allah. So she feels like, wanting. She feels wanting in her deeds, worship and everything. She feels wanting in there. And she feels that, like, she's too weak to kind of, like, get Allah's favor. I'm failing myself, my kids and my husband, my ummah, and most of all, Allah. I will find it soon, the iman, the ability, the way, and I have strength. I have a strength inside me that tells me that I must pull upon. I will make it a habit of tahajjud. I will win that battle. I'll be back. Okay, so she's gonna fight in order to be able to perform tahajjud, and which is something that's going to be able to help her. Again, she should turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in any circumstances, and her wanting to turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this circumstance is, of course, what is recommended. Okay, next entry, August 29th. I have a weight in my heart that I must continue to carry. I am tired. I don't want to feel anymore. I am tired. I wish I didn't have to do this. It still hurts, but I have become much stronger in dealing with it. I try to be there for him. I do. I'm scared. What happens when he marries again? I have to sleep by myself. What happens when he says, I love you, and he also says that to someone else? All I want is to feel his love. Feel it. I want to feel special for him. I'm trying not to let my fears overwhelm me, but it's hard. How? I'm not supposed to question my ability to please him. I want to be soft and loving to him. But I can't stand the pricks of pain that come with the soft. What happens when he starts loving someone else? What happens when his feelings for me? What happens to his feelings for me? I have made so many mistakes with him. He will most likely love someone else more than he loves me because of that. See, there's some feelings of regret, some feelings of, like, I should have done this, shouldn't have done that, and whatever. Like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to improve or whatever. And anyway, I'd like to remind you that you're watching Old People of the Book, and I hope I got your attention. I know the attention span, especially, like, for the youth, is very short nowadays. But then what to do? Like, this is a class, and we'll have to take it at that. So please, please subscribe, like, and share. On Our People of the Book, and also on the other channels that I mentioned earlier on from Consider This TV. We are a network, and we are broadcasting from different channels. Yeah. So if you go in and then you subscribe, like, and share with all of us. My mind's not here today. I had a little issue, and trying to get over that, but. I'm still with you. I'm with you. Don't worry. I'm trying. Okay, September 4th. Her entry for September 4th now. I'm trying to get into gear with how I want the rest of my life to be. I have so much that I would like to accomplish right now. My focus is to learn my deen so that I can increase my ibadah. I have things that I want to do around the house. I'm getting better at taking care of the house. You remember we spoke about this? And then she says later. You remember we spoke about it. That spare time that the woman has in her hands. learn the deen, improve your ibadah, do the things around the house that you need to do. It's an advantage. It's a benefit now. It's a benefit. You didn't have that time before. Now you're getting that time to do it. So why not? Okay. So now we're on September 7th. It's difficult having a double screen because I've got to follow the mouse where it is, and there it is. There it's okay. Right. Sorry about that. It's late, and I was just writing to express some of my feelings. She's talking to her diary now as if she's talking to someone. She said she needed someone to talk to, and her diary has become like a friend that she confides in. Okay, so she, as if she's talking to someone. It's late, and I was just writing to express some of my feelings. I think that I'm getting better at dealing with my jealousy. Okay, I'm saying I seek refuge with Allah from Satan. Every time I turn around, I am falling in love with my husband again. See, now things are changing again. Yeah, she's feeling what's her name? She's feeling like she can control her jealousy. She turns to Allah and asks for protection against shaitan, and she's falling in love with her husband again. Only this time harder. I crave to be next to him. I love him even more. He said the other day. He said the other day that he said something the other day that made me feel good. He said that he wanted the issues of the issues to be family things. It made me feel good because it made me feel as if he cared a lot about this current family that he has. I still hope that he will be able to handle the responsibilities and come along with the act himself. I found the marriage certificate that he bought, and I felt scroll down. I felt a fleeting sense of sadness, but I was able to move on in my emotions. Inshallah, I can continue to keep up with the good work. Basically, right now things are going good, which makes me feel afraid of what is to come in the future. This is because in the past it has always been that when I'm feeling good about the situation, something comes along to cause heartache and heartbreak. So she's kind of like, feeling much better now. And like, she's entered in her diary that she like, things are getting better and everything. And she loves her husband again. But she feels that like, when things are good, they can turn out it's like a sign of obviously that they can turn bad again. Yeah. Basically, right now, things are going good. Okay. Which makes me afraid of what is to come in the future. Okay. This is because in the past, it has always been that when I'm feeling good about the situation, something comes along to cause me heartache and heartbreak. Not to say that it'll happen this time, but so anyone will continue to try. So anyway, I will continue to try and do my best to improve later. Okay, so again, like she's entering her entries in the diary, and it seems that she's improving. She's wanting to get more closer to her husband and everything. I think this has. While I'm reading this now, I hope you're kind of like taking notes. I hope you're kind of like what's the word I want to experiencing it now, because this may answer some of your questions as well. This may tackle issues that you're going through. This may tackle issues that you might have gone through as well and didn't know how to handle it. This is a case study, somebody else's case, which is writing down in her diary. And obviously, like, somebody else's situation may relate to you as well. Yeah, may relate to you as well. So I hope you benefit from it. I want to write something to you, but I can't seem to find the words. Emotionally, I feel as if I have come part way out of a black hole, a pit of excruciating pain. But I fear the time when all the feelings will come welling back, and I feel so depressed that the only thing that will keep me sane are my children. I'm going to try to do my best to be the best person with this situation, even if it hurts me. Okay, some things to remember when I'm down. Now she's got bullet points of things that when she's down to remember. Life is an adaptation. Things that hurt initially do not in the long run. Okay, so she's beginning to notice that. Now I think we did this in the earlier stages where we were going through different stages and yeah. Okay, he loves you. He loves you. He loved you, and he always loves you. Inshallah. Okay. Number three, it's not personal. He would do this to anyone he was married to. Number four, what he does should not and will not define you, who you are. Number five, Aisha radiallahu anha had co-wives, and she was 100 times a better wife than you. Number six, men are different and love differently. Okay. Number seven, how can you be jealous of a woman when she's only getting a part of what you had for years? That's something very interesting. Something we must think about. Yeah. For all these years, that sister had whatever she had, in that wedding. Now the new sister that's come in now is only getting a part of what she's been getting all that time, all the time of her marriage, her happiness, love, whatever. Nothing is decreased from that side. But the other sister who's come in now, who's new, she's getting part of that now. That is interesting. Yeah, all things must come to an end. Number eight. Number nine, you must do this for your daughters. Okay. Do not let doubts and fears run your life, control you, or make you feel badly. You are a Muslim woman who wants to do the right thing to go to make it to Jannah. This is very important. Yeah, the intention has to be to make it to Jannah. We as Muslims, this is our intention, and this is what we want to do. Go to Jannah. You are a Muslim woman who wants to do the right thing and make it to Jannah. So don't screw up. Don't screw up by making this man your only way to live a fulfilling life. I think we spoke about that, your target should be Allah. Your target should be Allah, the Prophet ﷺ, and then your husband. Don't let the husband be first and then Allah and whatever. Obviously you're going to be a loser in that case. Okay. You are not one with him, but you are part of the whole of him. You don't need him for you to be a good loving person. He makes you feel better, but does not make you. Be able to stand your ground as a wife and a mother. By Allah's will, those will not change. The fact that your husband is doing that, so the fact that your husband is doing something that Allah put in men only proves the fact that we are different in ways we cannot understand. Okay? Something very important, something we need to think about, something we need to discuss. Men or women are naturally made different, and there's nothing a sister wants to do that she can do about that. Yeah, she cannot change the man by the way that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made him. Okay, so from the way that Allah has made him, she cannot change him from that. Okay, he makes you better, but does not make you. Be able to stand your ground as a wife and a mother. By Allah's will, those will not change. The fact that your husband is doing something that Allah put in men only proves the fact that we are different in ways we cannot understand. What hurts you today will not hurt you tomorrow. No one but yourself can stop being a better person, mother, or even a wife. You are not your own enemy in this matter. You will not let your conduct be dictated by anyone. When you are hurting, you will remember that in times all pain fades. There is no perfection in this world, and you would not have it in your marriage. Let go of all the fake dreams. Let false standards be part of the past. Let yourself be a woman who lives life as a worshipper of Allah and embraces the truth. Break free of all the garb that keeps you cloaked in darkness. Smell the roses, there are none. Love as strongly as you hate. You are you. No one defines you. You are you. Seems that she's got the get up and go now. Okay, she's got the get up and go, and she's changed her attitude and everything. Okay, so now we're going to go through the epilogue of the diary that she's writing, and we're going to finish here because it starts a new chapter. On the next page, it starts a new chapter, and today I've decided I'm not going to make it too long, so we're going to do this and we're going to finish. I've been married now for 9 years, she said. I endured the onslaught of my emotions the best way that at the time I knew how. As you have read many times, I wanted to reach out to a friend to realize and to release, and vent my feelings. I felt that the sisters around me would not understand what I was going through, and either would look at me with pity or tell me that it is haram for me to act, feel, or think negatively towards polygyny. So I kept to myself and learned a very important lesson. Okay, our will as human beings is very strong. We doubt ourselves many times, feeling as if we're not strong enough to make it through the test or trial. But I now know that my will is controlled by me. I decided my thoughts, my emotions, I choose to change. So this is her epilogue now, yeah, and this is kind of wraps up the letters we've been reading. The not letters, but the entries in the diary that we've been reading for a while. Everyone's situation is different, but in the end, the emotions of polygyny are basically the same. You are filled with feelings of betrayal, hurt, anger, jealousy, and mistrust. The question is, why? Can rebound through your head constantly. I can tell anyone what is the best for them. I can't tell anyone what is the best for them. I have heard it. I have heard it said that polygyny is just not for some people. I personally believe that polygyny and anything else, what you make, and anything else is what you make of it. This is true. Yeah, you can't say that it doesn't work. You can't say that it's not good or whatever. It's what you make of it. That's a point to note or whatever. Okay. And with Allah's help, through the hard work and tough times, you can make your life happy. and healthy. For me, is failure for me failure is for the birds. I want to die a Muslim and make it to Jannah. Is if this is my test to make it there, then inshallah, hopefully I will pass. My relationship with my friend, with my sorry, my relationship with my husband, she says, is wonderful. Each day, month, and year, we are getting closer. I can clearly see how he feels about me. I have taken up some. I have taken. I have taken it upon myself to study polygyny and man's fitra nature. I still have my faults, but I can say that I have gotten over the perceived insult of a co-wife, alhamdulillah. So in the end, I still deeply love this man. I'm still very happy to be his wife, mother of his children, his friend, and his helper. My 9th year of marriage, and it ends here. So her diary finishes here. So she's ended up now. The example of this letter was that she didn't take any. She didn't speak to anybody outside. She didn't mention it to anybody else. She didn't take a friend to confide in. That's a different case. Maybe we're going to go to another case now where somebody, I think the one that we'll be tackling next week, which will be lessons learned from the experience of Aisha. This is a different one now. It says, in contrast to the story of Layla, we bring now the story of Aisha. This sister's experience with polygyny brings an opposite scenario to that of Layla, and different and unique lesson that can be taken from it. So this is the first paragraph of what we will be doing next week. Okay, so we can see that, she went through her experience and held it herself, went through different phases, went through different emotions, and she wrote it down all the time, and in the end she passed the test. Okay, she passed the test. Allah put a test on her, and she passed. She passed it. And in her last paragraph, she mentions that her relationship with her husband is now wonderful. Each day, each month, each year, they are getting closer. So you can see that, polygyny is not what people make it out to be. It's not this taboo that goes around. It's what you make of it. It's what you make of it, and obviously for everyone it's not the same. So for this part, we're going to stop here. Again, I would like to remind you once again that next week, next Friday, I'm going to we're going to be starting on O People of the Book. On O People of the Book, we're going to be starting the tafsir of Juz Amma. And like I mentioned, I'm going to have a guest with me, and I'm going to be the host, obviously. And this is my guest, who is Dr. Farhat Nisar from Pakistan. She's going to be live from Pakistan. She has a PhD in Islamic Studies, and it's going to be every Friday, 11 a.m. UK time, 2 p.m. Qatar time, because I'm in Qatar, and 4 p.m. Pakistan time. Okay, just to remind you that again. So please, so we will meet on Fridays and Saturdays. Okay, until I finish this book, then maybe we'll have something else to contend with. So I'll finish here today, and inshallah next week we will start, like I said, with a different experience, a different scenario. Yeah, so we'll start with Aisha. I hope you've benefited from from this so far. My intention is to help my Muslim brothers and sisters, and who want to understand polygyny, and so what else can I say? I hope you've benefited from it. If there's anything wrong that I've said, please forgive me. Please make dua for me that Allah gives me more knowledge. I'm carrying on studying. I'm doing more studies now, and I've got exams coming and everything. So please make dua for me. I'm talib al-ilm, and make dua that Allah gives me proper knowledge that I can share with you. And everything good that you got from there is from Allah, and everything, whatever mistakes I made, is from me. So we'll finish here. Subhanakallah bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And remember, next week, Friday and Saturday. As from next week, it will be 2 days, Friday and Saturday. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.